So come on now, admit it, we've all been there. We all had paintings that just didn't turn out. They just didn't end up the way we thought they were going to, or we made a mistake while painting them. So what do you do with those canvases? Hello friends, Devin here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. As you guessed in this video, based on the title and the intro, I want to talk about how do you reuse your canvases when your painting has failed. Canvases are not cheap, especially when you're painting on canvases like this. 5 foot by 5 foot canvas that I made a mistake on. I didn't level the canvas properly when I painted it, and as it was drying, the painting actually migrated to the bottom of the canvas, throwing out the whole alignment of the painting. The top part, beautiful. The bottom part, not so much. So what do? This is an expensive canvas. I am not going to throw this away. I'm going to reuse it, but I'm going to do it properly. Now, I know a lot of people would just pour or paint right over what's already here. The problem with that is depending on the paint you used, and in my case there is a lot of semi-gloss paint on there, you're not going to get the bonding you need for longevity in the painting, or as it dries, if you do an acrylic pour or something like that, it will crack on you. So what you're going to want to do, super simple process, is in my case on this thing, is I'm going to roll the entire thing with this. This is gesso. It's basically a primer that will bond to the semi-gloss paint and everything else, metallics, everything else that is on there, and create an isolation layer, bonding layer between the old and the new. So I'm going to just take a simple roller, roll this entire painting, let it dry for a couple days, and the canvas is good as new to paint on again. So that is all fine and easy if you have a nice flat level painting like these acrylic pours are, but what happens if your painting has texture? What happens if it's a palette knife painting that has tons of layers built up and a lot of texture? How would you get back to a starting point on that canvas? Well, let me show you right here. All right, this beauty here was done over a year ago. It did not turn out the way I wanted it to, but it's heavily textured. There is molding compound mixed with paint to build up the layers on this, but this is a 40 by 40 inch canvas. I want to reuse this. So what am I going to do? I am going to re-level this canvas, and to do that, I am going to use more molding compound. This is an acrylic heavy body molding compound that would get applied with a palette knife or a trowel over the painting. And what this will do is this will level out the peaks and valleys of that painting and give me a smoother surface. After this is completely dry, I will gesso the entire painting and start again. Now this painting will never be perfectly level like a brand new canvas is, but it will be good enough for me to do another acrylic palette knife painting, something with some texture. I will use the unevenness of the canvas in the new painting, and it will give it a good base, a good body to build off of on that new painting. So that is it. Nice, quick, straight to the point. I didn't actually paint anything in this video, which is very unusual for me, but I think the information should find you well. If you did find this information useful, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to stay updated with all the videos that we put out here, please consider subscribing and ringing that bell notification so they can send you a notice when a new video comes out. And as always, see you on the next one.